Today we will move towards next concept HTML frames and input. So in this the HTML forms are used to select different types of user input. We'll see one by one. First see what is a form. Form is an area that can contain form element. Form elements are the elements that allow the user to enter information like text fields, text area fields, drop down menus, radio buttons, checkboxes, etc. in a form. The form is defined with the form tag. The form word enclosed within angle brackets. In this table shown form, then body of that form and end tag of the form. So the most used form tag is input tag, and the type of input is specified with the type of attribute. Then next a text field. The text fields are used when you want the user to type letters, numbers, etc. in a form. For example, here in this form, first name, input type text, name, first name, then break, then last name, input type text, name, last name, then end of form. In most browsers, the width of the text field is 20 characters by default. We'll see the program on this. See, this is the code here. In this code, we have declared HTML, then head, then give some title, then end of head, then start form tag. In the body of this form, we have written the contents first name, then input type is equal to text name first name, then given break, then last name, input type is text name last name, and end of form and end of HTML tag. We'll execute this code. See, this is your required output, and this is your code. See the input, that is program code, and the output. Okay. So text fields are used when you want the user type letters, numbers, etc. in the form, and most of the browsers width of text field is 20 characters by default. Then next is a radio button. Radio buttons are used when you want the user select one of the limited number of choices. If there are number of choices or number of options, out of them you should have to select only one, then you can use a radio button. See the code for input type radio, name, suppose gender, value male. Okay, then break, then next input type radio, name, gender, gender value female, then for female, and end of this for. Okay, so with the use of radio button you can select only one option. Okay, we'll see code for this. Okay, see the code and the output. See, okay, you can select only one option. Okay, are you getting? Hello, are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Then next check boxes. Hello, hello,
Yes, sir.
hello.
Yes, sir.
Is there any problem?
No, sir.
Is there, okay. The next concept is checkboxes. Checkboxes are used when you or user when you want user to select one or more options from the number of options. Here in this code, suppose I want to select vehicles. I have a bike, also I have a car. Suppose here two options are given and I want to select both options, then and then, or number of options then and then check boxes are used. See the program code for checkbox, HTML, form. Then statement is given. I have a bike and there is a checkbox. Okay. Input type checkbox, name vehicle, value is bike. Then break. I have a car. Input type checkbox, name vehicle, value car, and end of the form. Then HTML. Okay, we will see code for this. See the program code. HTML form. I have bike. Input type checkbox, name vehicle, value is bike. Then break. Then next statement. I have a car. Input type checkbox, name vehicle, value car. Okay, we'll execute this code. Okay, here you can select number of options. Suppose I have both bike, car. Suppose next option. Okay, I have bike, I have car instead of this car. Okay, I have a rickshaw. Okay, okay. Then I have a plane. Okay, we'll see what will be the output. Okay, see there are four options. Out of them, I want to select major options. Suppose I have a bike, I have a car, I have a rickshaw, as well as I have aeroplane. Somebody check select like this, somebody select like this, depends on user's choice. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
See the code, see the code and the output. Then next, forms, action, attribute, and a submit button. When the user click submit button, the contents of form sent to the another file. The form's action attribute defines name of the file sent to the content. The file defined to the action attribute usually does something received input. See the code form name input action action.asp. Okay, action.asp is the name of the file, okay, which is written in ASP language. Then method is receive, that is get. Okay, then username, for username input type text, name user, input type submit, name submit form. The output will be look like this: username, then there is a box, and then submit query. If you type some characters in this text field and the submit button click on the submit button, you will send your input to the page called action.asp, which is written here. This page show you a received input. Okay, we'll we'll see code for this. See, this is code for name input action.asp method get username, then input type text, name user, input type submit, name submit, then end of form, end of HTML. See, this is the output username. Then here you should type your query, whatever, then submit. Okay, it goes there in that page. Here, this page is not generated because we have not written code for this file. Okay, are you getting?
Yes,
So
sir.
see the code and output. Hello, are you getting? Hello,
Yes, sir.
are you getting?
Yes, sir.
So these are the different form tags. So tag form defines a form for user input. Input tag defines the input field. Text area tag defines a text area. A multi-line text input control. Label defines label to a control. Field set defines a field set. Legend defines a caption for field set. Select defines a selectable list. OPT groups defines option group. Option defines option in the drop down box. Button defines a push button. Is index depreciated, that is index, that is use input. Instead of is index you should use input, that is defines input field. Then next, HTML backgrounds. So a good background can make website look really great. Backgrounds, that is a body tag has two attributes where you can specify backgrounds. The backgrounds can be a color or an image. So first we will see background color. The background color attribute specifies background color for HTML page. The value of this attribute can be hexadecimal number and RGB value. R for red, G for green, and B for blue. These are the three natural colors or their color names. You can specify, there are three methods, three ways you can specify background color, like this. Body BG color is equal to, this indicates hash and 6 times 0 indicates this is a hexadecimal number of particular color. Or body BG color, BG, that is background, then RGB is equal to then 000, which indicates a range for particular color. Then body BG color is equal to name of that color. So all these three, all these three methods, or any one of these method you can use. And this number for back color, this number also for black color, and this, or you can write name of that color. So we'll see there are so many colors. We'll see. Okay, this is color name, then hexadecimal number of that color, then color shade. Okay, see, in pink color there are different shades. In purple color there are again different shades. Then in red color there are again different shades. In orange color there are different shades. In yellow color there are different shades. Green color also there are different shades. Then cyan color, then blue color, then brown color, then white color. See, here are different shades. Then gray color. Okay, you can set background color either hexadecimal or either giving the combination of RGB color or by giving a particular name. Okay, are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Is there any query? Is there any query? Hello? Okay, I will send. Okay? Hmm? Okay. So today we have seen the HTML forms generation, how to insert in the form, that is forms input. A form is an area that contains form elements, and form elements are elements that allow user to enter information like text fields, text areas, drop down menus, radio buttons, checkboxes, etc. So we are all this seen with programs. Then we have seen form action, attribute, and a submit button. Then we have seen the different tags. Then we have seen right now the background color, that is HTML backgrounds. So HTML background contains a color or an image. Out of them we have seen background color. So background color, for background color there are three methods to insert the background color: by giving hexadecimal color code or RGB color code or name of that particular color. Okay, in next lecture we will see how to insert image in the background, then HTML fonts, how to change the font of the code or website as per users requirement. Okay, then we'll stop here. Before that, uh, in chat box write your roll numbers. Don't leave the session. A division. Hmm.
हॅलो सर.
हॅलो.
हां सर, रेकॉर्डेड लिंक शेअर करा ना.
हो हो.
सर लेक्चर्स पण अपलोड करा.
ओके.